Even Ghana go to deport Nigeria.
We shall kick off the program by doing a bit of house cleaning. Barely 8 months into power, the Tinubu administration has been rocked by a high-level corruption scandal and allegations of massive bleeding of the already depleted public treasury. This has led to a sustained public outcry against what looks and sounds like a grand conspiracy of unrestrained looting by some members of his government. Arise correspondent Gbenga Ashiru takes a look at Nigeria's anti-corruption posture since the inception of the Tinubu administration.
The incentives for corruption is all over the place. So I will do more in the area of blocking the leakages.
Coming on the heels of an economy thoroughly plundered by looters in successive governments, and now at a delicate precipice, desperately waiting for an undertaker.
We will deliver the mandate given to us by the president so that we will rally all the anti-corruption agencies in this country to ensure that we are working together.
Setting for the dawn, the Tinubu's government had to tackle an all-time high poverty index, with a global prediction threatening to sink more people deeper into extreme starvation. The Tinubu's government had swung into an urgent rescue mission with its social inclusion plan to put the nation back on salvation path, with Betta Edu in the saddle as Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, with a clear-cut mandate to drive the federal government's social intervention program of drawing over 100 million Nigerians back into the safety nets. Edu had taken over a ministry which had come under a severe allegations of high-level fraud. Barely 5 months into her tenure, her ministry had been engulfed in an overlapping scandal from the previous administration, which inadvertently drew her into the center stage of the scandal of an alleged misapplication of funds bordering on the diversion of 585 million naira and violation of due process in the disbursement of 37 billion naira yet to be properly accounted for. Perhaps this set the plot for the opening of the Pandora box, which also did not spare the poster boy of the administration, the Interior Minister, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, who has been drawn into this controversy with the involvement of a company which he claimed to have resigned from 10 years ago in the award of contract. Expectedly, this has drawn many questions from some quarters who find this too convenient to be a mere coincidence.
Under the existing rules, the minister has no role in procurement at all. The process is done by the accounting officer, the permanent secretaries, who, of course, the permanent secretaries are the accounting officers. The ministers are chief executives. But it is expected, while working together, they will be consulting the minister. Procurement plan is about what to procure, how to procure it, and when. So in the process of how, it means, are you going to advertise for it? Are you going to get approval of the president? Are you going to get approval from BPP for selecting? How? And then when, timeline. Right. And then under which budget?
Betta Edu has been suspended by the presidency, while the Interior Minister Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo has been spotted at the presidency fueling indications of possible summon and a frantic attempt to exonerate himself in the whole scandal. As the world keeps a close watch on the unfolding events, for now the allegations are seen as a litmus test for the Tinubu's administration, and how it handles it will go a long way in how the global community perceives the nation, which is currently battling with a poor perception index in its anti-corruption rating. Does the Tinubu-led administration have the political will and the resources to make a difference in political yearning for a social, political, and economic regeneration? Gbenga Ashiru, Arise News.
All right, great report there by Gbenga, Shaitan, Steve. I know that we have commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his anti-corruption drive. It is so refreshing to also note that only yesterday he set up that panel, the presidential panel, to probe these allegations, which we have been calling for. But you know, there's been a lot of conversation as to, you know, what's going on with the rest of the people. Are they going to be suspended or not? Is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu going after just women in his cabinet? Because obviously, you know that, Tunji-Ojo has been in the spotlight. also linked to this scandal. And we're hoping that this panel that is being set up is going to do proper house cleaning. Steve Ayorin.
Be depend on how many people that joined us today. I appreciate every one of you right there. Thank you very much, Madam Lo. Good evening to you, ma. How are you doing today? Okay, I'll come back to you.
Great. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. I'll come back to you.
Okay.
All right, guys. So help me to press on that like button and let's do this together. As you can see right there on screen. So I'm going to take, it's circulating right now everywhere on social media. But I just thought I should bring this here and take few reactions from other concerned Nigerians out there before we talk about it. As you can see, this is the family. Let me put the big picture. As you can see them, that is the father, and the children, the daughters. That is it right there. Unfortunately, after the dog, okay, like for those of you just joining us right now, let me repeat again. This family that you're seeing right now, although I don't have talked before, that is the father and the 6 children, 6 daughters. Kidnap all of them. They can't release the papa. Say me papa go find ransom come. So during the time say papa they can't say 60 million naira. During the time where papa they look for the ransom, he put the money together on time. They can't take the life of one of his daughters. The thing, not be small thing, my people. See after that, the kidnappers can't tell this man, say, see where the body of your daughter day for you to know that we are serious. Now the daughter, now they bury for years, so and when they go carry the body where they want bury and I be this. As we still they talk, so the remaining 5 daughters they with these kidnappers. Now where they buried one of the daughter put be this. These are all the daughters right there. Let's say one of them is not part of these pictures according to how we take find them. But meanwhile, let's quickly take on what they talk for here. In Abuja, 6 girls were kidnapped along with their father. The father was released but asked for 65 million, unable to pay. One of the daughters was killed. Today and others are still at risk. So now yesterday they buy the one with the don't bury yesterday so as well. Now no say you get the way most until they do their thing. Since they don't see the body, now immediately they do all this thing. So they buy that one yesterday. So as of today now, we don't know what happened. The remaining 5 girls still did the hand of kidnappers, But meanwhile, other people like Professor Isa Ali Ibrahim said on Twitter, Ina Li Lahi Waina. I don't know what that means. I just read about the killing of our daughter, Najiba, 400 level Abu. I also spoke with her father on the remaining of 5 of our kidnapped daughters. May Allah forgive her, rescue others, and bring absolute peace in Nigeria. This one, a Professor Isa, now he tweet this one, earlier on. While we have another person where he tweet control say, and then I walked straight to her father to console him and said to me, Allah gave her to me as a gift and he's taking her as a prize. Isha Allah, she died a mystery, and may Allah bless her with Jannah. Who are we to question Allah's will? So now wait till that one talk with that. Meanwhile, people have reacted to this. According to Lucy, Intercom say, I read the story from a northern blog that the kidnappers has asked for 60 million. Immediately they heard that people were contributing money on social media for their release. They increased the ransom and gave today as deadline. It was said that she was killed in, and so, okay, can't continue from here. She was killed in the presence of her sisters. She's very traumatizing. This is very, very, this is very traumatizing. Okay, let's move on. We have Tito, who said in a sane country, they would have traced these kidnappers. Oh, This is so sickening. Another person talk for there, Nelly Litters. Where is the forensic they said they used in tracing gist lovers? Where is the soldiers they want to deploy to support other African countries? Can we use the fuel subsidy removed to buy and deploy ammunitions? Can we go and trace, demolish their hideout? Are they not located in this Nigeria? Or am I just imagining things? Or little girls? Oh, little girls, rest in peace. Okay, I'll move on from there. We have Claire. Claire is saying everywhere supposed shut down for Nigeria. We not get precedent. Question. Billions for luxury and no concern about the citizens. Common man don't have 5,000 naira, but one politician, they lock billions of dollars. What is happening is our energy on a different place. God, when billions way for make country better and security go tight. Then we have Nora Beckett saying, until we demand good governance with one voice, we will continue to do GoFundMe for kidnappers, thereby encouraging more kidnapping. Where did he keep 65 million naira? This is so sad and terrible. Other people responded to this. We have Evelyn. Allah didn't take her. Nigeria failed her. The insecurity is something else. I don't want to mask it with Allah. This shouldn't be happening. Omo, so sad. Meanwhile, I have a Rimba Disha. The only concern the police have is people who are using the no gree for anybody slogan. Misplaced priorities of highest order. While we have sweet Tredolent, say POV, are we now crowdfunding for kidnapping? Question. I really think this is not the best way to go. We are not really angry enough in this country. When are we going to start demanding for accountability from our leaders? Question. When are we going to say enough is enough and collectively fight for our rights? Question. The government just sits by and watch us find solutions ourselves. We crowdfund for sick people. We source for our own power either by generator, solar, or inverter. Now we are crowdfunding for kidnapping. In fact, I'm just tired. While I have another person right here, Uncle Koke, saying, people will tell you Nigeria is better than abroad. Human lives means nothing, and government will never do anything either to rescue or pay. Tito came back again. If they handed over the body and are still in constant communication, it is clearly means these people are not even hiding. Their whereabouts are well known. It has been so for over a week, and absolutely nothing has been done about it. While another person can talk for here, which is I think is the second to the last, is Shakiri Finest. Talk say, so instead of holding the people who are supposed to be on top of this issue responsible, we are crowdfunding? Question. We are truly the problem. That is why these politicians can never take us seriously. Instead of demanding accountability, we are always look for a means to boycott the wrong hand we are being handed. After crowdfunding, they were all killed with the ransom paid in full. What's left for the father? Wow. The last one. Mr. Common Sense. Now they talk this one. So the father was released definitely from an area they used phone to communicate. And we have a police force and a DSS that is rather choosing to cloud and fight against people contesting government policies than fight crime actually. I am no map. Constant talk for here. Allah or God does whatever name you choose to call him. He does not take what he has given by killing or through kidnappers. Your government and your religious bigot has failed you, and they will continue to fail if action is not taken. Stop this nonsense that God took her back. God does not take life using kidnappers to kill his people. That is it, my people. That is the family right there. It's a very pathetic one. When I saw it yesterday, last night, my heart bleeds. And now the first daughter with the dog by and where the bury and put be that, you know. Meanwhile, this one is circulating on Twitter that Beta Edu said. Easterblock now post this one. Say Beta Edu responded by saying that 532.5 billion naira will not be enough to end poverty in Nigeria. Beta Edu. The Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Beta Edu, has said the 532.5 billion allocated to our ministry in the 2024 budget will not be enough to fight poverty in the country. Okay, my people, I appreciate every one of you. Now, so we just get enriched today. We don't have much. I'm going to repost the link again. You know, it's only 3 of us here right now, so that we can take it from here. Thank you very much, my people, for your time with us. I appreciate every one of you. I can see Sky TV. Thanks very much for joining us. I appreciate you, and I can see more people right there. Jeko Obedient just coming in as well. Good evening to you. I appreciate every one of you. Madam Iris Finance in the building. Thank you very much. Good evening to you, madam. Thanks for joining us. Then we have Oege, Emmy, frankly. This was I get there. Thank you very much. Madam Luke was there as well. Razek Bere, Ovias Peters. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you all, my wonderful people. Alex today, Agbontai, Emmanuel, Owansu, Social Metro TV, Nell James, and many, many others right. Meanwhile, before we move on, a link I've reposted in case you want to talk on this today. But let me quickly call on the first person on the panel today. Oh, somebody were trying to call in. Okay, let me take some calls. I didn't see that. You can call in now, guys. Yes, in case you want to talk now, you can call in so that we can prioritize caller. Means that call. Okay, in case you want to call back again, I'll wait for just 10 seconds. If anybody's not calling in, I'll go to the panel, so we'll take it from there. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Press on that like button. Ariomi Abdul, I can see you as well. Good evening to you. Thanks for just joining us. All right, okay. CXL, thank you very much. God bless you all. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let me come back to Madam Luke. After Madam Luke, maybe I might pick a call. Madam Luke, thank you very much for joining us today. I appreciate you. Please talk to us, Madam. What's your take on what I've presented so far?
Hello, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I should say fine, no, but I'm not too sure if I should say that because of this whole thing.
Oh, we will always be fine. We will always be fine because the struggle continues. Good afternoon, Niger Watch family, the panelists, the commentators, the viewers. Well, I saw this news. First thing this morning, they had carried it in other platforms, and I was like, "Wow!" You see, this is a turn-by-turn issue. I think the first thing, what was the first thing you even brought about? You see, I don't know if you talked about that Tinubu and the corruption of moving all that stuff to Abuja, to Lagos. When I came in the tail part of the first broadcast, it was like corruption in Nigeria. Since I did not write down, so I'm busy skipping things. But this is the main one that you brought that is on the screen about this corruption, about this kidnap, about this family.
Exactly.
You see this what do you call it, that government predicted? Anarchy. It will get to everybody. It will get to everybody. north, south, east, and west, nobody will be spared. Most of those kidnappers came from the Sahel. Like somebody had rightly said, all this job for the boys that Buhari had let to come into the country, now there's no job for them anymore. So they've now perfected their systematic capture of the Nigerian state. If Nigeria should ever go down, these are the kind of, what will you call them? What did you call those things? You know, those extrajudicial military that Niger went to contract from Russia. These are the kind of things that people will start contracting to fight for them in Nigeria if anything breaks out. They'll just go and contract to one terrorist group. And the next thing you know, we will become like a Yemen. So you see, the politics of bigotry, religious bigotry, this is what it is. It is failing right under our eyes, right here. It is failing. So I bleed, my heart bleeds. Can you imagine you have your 5 daughters? I don't know where their mother is. So I don't know where their mother, if it's mother or mothers, if it's more than one woman or whatever. But can you imagine your 5? This was a systematic plot against this family.
Exactly.
5 daughters.
Okay.
5 daughters. They didn't carry boys, so it's girls. It's girls. And by the time they come back, you know they will not be the same. If they come back at all. If they come back at all, 5 girls. And they now tied one and increased the ransom. I don't know what can this become. Is this religion? I don't know anybody that practices any religion in this world. I don't care what it is. Muslim, even if you're a pagan, these people don't have souls. They don't have souls. So I will not call them religious bigots. I won't call them religious jihadists. These are wicked human beings, satanic forces. And while I'm not going to say I'm happy that it's happening, these are the kind of things that is going to grind Nigeria to a halt. As long as it's happening to Northerners, watch and see what's going to happen. Watch and see what is going to happen, because the Southerners will fold their hands and be looking, even if they're going through the same thing. Imo State, Edo State, Akwa Ibom, Anambra, they will fold their arms and watch. This mayhem is going to, this riot or whatever I call it, is going to come. This we not go agree. It's going to come from the north from the north. And you see, wickets in Abuja, they are moving all the central bank, all the power, all the money in Abuja. They are moving everything to Lagos. They are perfecting the grand scheme of looting now in Nigeria. The same thing Tinubu did in Lagos is going to do it in Nigeria. And it's now the Northerners will start shouting and screaming, because even the impunity Buhari did not even do, Tinubu is taking it to a different level. So my heart bleeds for this family. Now, crowdfunding, what is that? Who in the world gives in to terrorists in the name of God? The more you, when has crowdfunding never helped anybody? The more you do, the more they will demand more. Now we can't find the military, we can't find the police. But if it's to talk about, we don't go green slogan, they will take to the street and start making a nuisance of themselves. Like my favorite phrase in the other forum: nuisance lele, nuisance lele, all over Nigeria. Eh? Where is the police? Where is the DSS? Where is their intelligence now to go and find where these people are operating? Is it not fun they used to communicate? Is it not time we start having drones all over Nigeria to track movements of suspicious people in groups? Is it not time? If this is not an orchestrated plan to liaise with the government to put Nigerians down in fear as they continue to loot, which brings me to better edu. That you know what? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know which God these people worship. I don't know what type of religion these people practice. That 500 and something million is not enough to elevate. Yes, we know. What of the 7 billion that she has stolen? And if you go about everybody, individuals are richer than Nigeria. Something with Buhari. Babangida, Obasanjo, Jonathan. All these people are richer than Nigeria. No, Nigeria is not poor. Nigeria has been made poor. Not that Nigeria is poor. Nigeria has been made poor because of this series of serial looters. It's like a pyramid scheme, a Ponzi scheme. Every further government will start paying homage to the previous government, will start paying homage to the previous government, and that is how we have got to where we are today. Is there a solution? When Nigeria is ready, they will do. You see that thing that happened in Kano? Well, unfortunately, Nigerians are very selfish. If it happened in Kano, democracy has already appeared in Kano. I mean, appeared in Nigeria, because Kano, whatever happens, different parts of Nigeria does not affect other parts. I'm sure people are secretly jubilating. That's good. At least now it's happening to them then. So let them deal with themselves. It is amazing that even the North cannot counter banditry. Even the Northerners cannot combat banditry. Why did the police not go and attack the people in Kano? Because they know they'll be killing their own under the religious law. A Kano man, a Nigerian man, a Kano soldier, a military cannot go and fight anybody in the North and say they're going to kill them like they do. You cannot practice that Operation Frog Jump or Python dance in the North. You can't do it. You can't do it. And even when they capture those people, they will release them from the back end and reincorporate them in the Nigerian military. That is the way the Nigerian military rules, because these same kidnappers and Boko Haramis are the ones in the military. Nigeria has been totally hijacked. We're going to see more like this. This one is just January. This is just January. Look at the exorbitant price they're asking for. They went from 60 million to 100 million. My dear, I don't know what to say about this country. It's going to get worse. The anarchy that Baba Ahmed has predicted is not coming to pass. And Tinubu is folding his hands. All he's doing is concentrating on the economic aspect of the country to see how he can turn into his own piggy bank. To see how he will come into his own piggy bank. Is there a solution for Nigeria? Yes, but it's in the hands of Nigerians. Until they can orchestrate that move, we are going nowhere. We are going nowhere. And then I saw your poll about the same agenda of coalition. And for our coalition, whatever they want to do, the only condition that the speaker will be is the flag bearer. Because whether it's the flag bearer of a Labour party or coalition party or whatever, I don't care what they do, but as long as our principal is the flag bearer. But the only problem is that there's a lot of saboteurs. I don't care where he goes. He even had saboteurs in his own party, Labour Party. Not to talk of going to join the coalition. So either way, Peter Obi will have to find a way to move Nigeria forward. Peter Obi will have to have a way to move up. Atiku is not the option. And I'm not going to say, oh, it's not going back to the North. I don't care who rules, whether North, Southern, either. I want somebody who has the interest of Nigerians at heart. So I don't care where the person will come from. I'm not a rotational agitator. That's not my problem. Because we have done this thing. It has come from the South. It has come from the North. It has come from the whatever, Southwest. They are not, but they didn't do nothing. We have to look at it on an individual basis. And the right person now to rule this country is Peter Obi. I don't care what platform he comes into. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Madam Luke. God bless you. Thanks for your submission. Yes, I will agree with you. It's going to get worse. Yes, it's going to get worse. I have my own submission on this whole thing at the end of, at the end of this broadcast. Maybe after everybody have given their submission. But meanwhile, thank you very much for bringing, because I totally forgot about the poll. We have a poll right there. Please vote. At the end of the poll, I'm going to bring it there because this one just came out today, 14th of January by channels. That Peter Obi have agreed to merge with these people, and I don't know. 2027 poll, Atiku Obi, Kwankwaso have agreed to form major party, Utomi. So I don't know if this one, now waiting Peter Obi, because Peter Obi need to address his followers. If this one are waiting, I don't agree privately, I don't know. There are reports that the People Democratic Party, PDP, the Labour Party, LP, the New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, are planning to form a formidable party that will sack the ruling All Progressive Congress, APC. In this exclusive interview on Channels Television, a political economist, Professor Pat Utomi, confirms that the party's candidates in the 2023 presidential poll have agreed to form a mega party. He also speaks on talks that led to the creation of the APC in 2014, as well as his relationship with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I'm just going to leave that one right there. Peter Obi, if you have agreed, please carry us along. Let's know what is happening, because at the moment now, them say they do this, they do this. I'm not sure we are really part of that. Let us know, come out, address all Nigerians that believe so much in you that you've agreed to work with this party. So we have our own question to ask you. Some of the question would be, if you've agreed to merge with PDP and NNPP, so who is going to be the presidential candidate and who is going to be the vice? Because there's already rumor that you will be a vice to Atiku. That one will be as it gets. But meanwhile, let me reserve my comments for now. My people, I thought I should carry everybody along. As me, they see them. That's why they carry a give them for a year. As you know, Nigeria Watch will not report waiting not day in existence. As you will see, will carry a come. Everything about our reportage here is 100% facts, nothing else but facts. I appreciate you all, my people. Thank you very much, Mother Patricia Tabujima. I can see you just coming in as well. Good evening to you. Good evening to every one of you right there. Press on that like button, help us to share. Okay, I'll call on Olumide before I go to Madarita. My brother, Mr. Olumide, thanks for joining us today. Happy Sunday to you.
Same to you, Elvis. Happy Sunday to you, and good day to the other panelists and everybody else.
You have some noise on your background, sir.
Okay, let me lower it. Sorry.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
So yeah, good day to you once again, Elvis, and
thank you,
and the other panelists. So I mean, I won't as per Nigerian politics, I'm not gonna weigh in on this major issue. I'm gonna pass it because I don't believe in Nigerian politics, that they play politics the way they should really play it. I'm just gonna watch how it's gonna play out at the end of the day. I'm not a member of any political party, and I'm not interested in any partisan politics. I have a good I have my own profession that I earn good income from, and for me it's sustainable. And I'm not interested in any. I only want to speak to the issues so that our people can benefit from their own resources. I mean, I don't know how much more people like us can be one Nigeria. I keep saying this. When we say we want our own Yoruba sovereign nation, we are not saying we hate the other ethnic groups. We are only saying that we have lost hope in the fact that the country called Nigeria can work for us, can give us, help us achieve and fulfill our dreams and aspiration that every human being longs for. Is that not the reason why we go outside of that country to a better climb where we can achieve those dreams? And now we are fighting that our own children coming after us, even though we never benefited anything, will benefit from a good and a prosperous nation. But Nigeria has not given us that hope. That is why we are saying we want to move away from that complexity and have our own dream nation where things can work for us. Not because we hate anybody, not because we don't want anybody to share in any of our resources that may be present in the Yoruba land. No. But because look at everything happening every day. Nobody is happy. Everybody, every part of the country is suffering from it. And this current government seems to have no solution or continuing on the same path that they took over from their predecessor. I mean, how much more when me from another ethnic group is crying and shouting every day that and seeing my fellow ethnic brothers from other ethnic group dying every day needlessly from on the basic reason that their own country cannot provide security, cannot protect their lives. You understand? And there are so many common sense ways and approach to solve these issues, but they would never stand up to count when it matters most for their people, all because of their own selfishness, their own pockets, and their own self-preservation, and their own self and family's preservation. They don't care if the other man dies. Every day people dying, and yet they can't protect the lives of their people. Like I said earlier on, so many common sense approach to solve these issues. Is it going to be state police? Is it going to be recruiting more more people into the police force, making sure they are well paid, well equipped, in this day and modern age? You understand? If you have to bring in the army from every other divisions, I mean, they have 10 army divisions all over the country with at least between 10 to 20,000 personnel. And you are telling me that you can't draft them from all over the federation to protect the lives of the people until the country can figure out what is going on. I mean, this is just crazy. We've grown immune to people dying every day like flies, dropping dead like rats. And they have a president of a country. And you are telling me that country works. You are telling me it's a civilized society. We are far away from civilization. And everybody wakes up every day like nothing happens. This is just too crazy. Where are these people killing people from? We were told that there were foreign set of ethnic group from another set of country, and our security forces can apprehend them. Because of what? I mean, I'm ashamed to be affiliated with that country called Nigeria. And the sooner the better that we get our Yoruba nation and move away from this craziness, the better for us. Because there's no hope continue on this trajectory. I mean, if that country cannot organize a basic and elementary free and fair election where people can elect their leaders into all facets of government, local government level, state government level, and the federal government level, how do you want to make progress? When godfathers impose their candidates, all because they want to corner the resources of the people. The other day, I was on another platform, and somebody who I believe to be a minion or a spokesperson, one of the spokesperson of maybe the APC government, was telling us that the attack on the Plateau people was not about ethnic cleansing, but was about some certain interests wanting to take over their lands because of the resources. Does it make sense? Does that make sense? These people have no shame. They don't even have any plan to protect the people. And yet every day we read in the papers these killings going on. And now they're trying to censor the media back home not to report any of this. Nigerians have to stand up. Enough is enough. Nigerians have to stand up. We don't need to play to ethnic sentiments. We need to stand up and I don't know how else to put this. I don't know how else to put this, because no matter how much measure they do, if they cannot guarantee a free and fair election for the people at all levels of government, this rot will continue. If we cannot hold a free and fair, that is how civilized societies are built upon, a free and fair election where people can vote their leader, and if those leaders don't perform to expectation, they can be sent out of office. It is another thing to make sure that they comply with the laws of the land to making sure they are not stealing money. That is why you can't even make them accountable to face the penalties of stealing money and stealing resources. Because when they have rigged themselves, they will put their lackeys in there to protect them when they are done office. All of this is all boils down to that free and fair election where they know that when they are voted out, they lose their influence and the people can hold them accountable. This has to end. This has to end otherwise, because I don't know for how many years we're going to continue on this trajectory before we all realize that we are going down a cliff. We're going down a cliff. And we're going to end up in a free fall. At the end of the day, it will be to nobody's benefit. I rest my case at this point, Elvis. Elvis?
All right. Mr. Olamide, thank you very much, my brother, for your submission. Yes, same here myself. I'm not a member of any political party. That's what you started with earlier on. Yes, I'm just supporting Mr. Peter Obi. You know, I'm not. For me, I don't see any good political parties yet in Nigeria. You know, so if not because Peter Obi is in the Labour Party, you can see what Labour parties they are doing themselves right now. So PDP cannot be trusted, APC cannot be trusted, Labour Party cannot be trusted. So it's only so if you check most Nigerians anyway, they are supporting the candidate, which is
so Elvis, because you responded, I'm sorry. Can I make a quick respond again? Because you responded, and if I have more time, to be honest, if I didn't want to react to that measure, but now I'm going to react. I'm going to say this is a knee-jerk reaction. You understand? These are the same set of people that have left PDP before, were in APC before, and now are back. They want to merge. See, their interest is not the people's interest. You understand? Even if Obi has the people's interest, what about the other people that is going to form a company with? Is he going to be able to? We saw the way APC clinched power. You understand? These people, in a true democracy, democracy thrives on ideology and principle. You understand? The Labour Party may not be in power. The Labour Party in UK may not be in power for 3-4 election cycle. But when things begin to fall apart with maybe the party in power, maybe liberal or conservative, you will see them gain traction and the people vote them to say, you know what, maybe they are the ones to solve the current problem. In a civilized society, let the people vote who they want. If they vote who they want, there will be needless. I mean, there will be a less need for this merger. It's just a knee-jerk reaction. If you merge, are you still able to guarantee that we will have a free and fair election, and that papers will not be altered with biro and pencil when you bought technology for over 300 billion naira? So all these knee-jerk reactions, the people can't vote, and it's not just the presidential. There's local government to look after, the state governorship election to look after. All this, I mean, it's a very, very it's a big problem, to say the least.
Thank you. To be honest, for me, like I said, I will have my own say at the end of this broadcast. It looks like we are not going to be here for long because we are not much on the panel as well. Over this merger, I just want to see people's reactions over the poll that I put out there. So I'm going to bring the poll here as well. Then we'll take it from there. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Please help us to press on that like button, help us to share. Also, help us to press on that vote on that poll so that we can take it together. Thank you. God bless you all. Okay, let me quickly come to Madam Rita. Madam Rita, thank you very much. Happy weekend to you. Happy Sunday to you, rather. Please talk to us.
Good afternoon, Sir Elvis, my big sister, Madam Luke, and Mr. Olumide. Good afternoon, Mommy Diaspora. Greetings, Ma. And Mr. Joseph Oji, we are still waiting for you. Hope you get better. And then my brothers and sisters in the panel. Greetings to Irene Finance as well. The way I started watching from was when you showed this Tinubu's anti-corruption drive. I was laughing. The reason why I was laughing is It's not it's not an anti-corruption drive. The title should have changed to a drive to seek legitimacy, because this is an illegitimate government, for Christ's sake. It's all this hula baloo and all this noise that are used to disturb Nigerians that are crying every day. It's a distraction. I am going to repeat it. Beta Edu, Tunji Ojo, Bajabi Amila, and the rest of the, all these are just noise. Madam Edi will not go to jail. Tunji Ojo will not go to, nobody's going to jail. Please, nobody. The worst they could do is, okay, put them in a suspension where they're eating fried rice and chicken under AC. At the end of the day, nobody's going to jail. Nobody's going to be persecuted. It's just going to be some noise and it will fizzle out like Andrew Liver Salt. It's just going to fizzle out. So they should stop disturbing us with all this EFCC, this and that. Better do this and that. Please, please. In fact, as a matter of fact, I want to be surprised. I challenge them to surprise me when I said nobody's going to jail. Let them surprise me and let them put Better Edu in jail. Or Tunji Ojo, or maybe one person that we don't know. That they say, well, maybe he's a permanent secretary or accountant general. Nobody's calling anybody's name. So this is just, all this is our distractions. All distractions, I beg. It's rental house. It's seeking legitimacy. And EFCC is the ministry now, you know, that they are using as a tool to make it seem like they are working and they care about Nigeria and nobody is looting. Even within the Aso Rock, let us talk first about why the office of his first lady is existing when it's illegal. It's not even in the constitution. Make all of them enter house, I beg, I beg, I beg. And then the father with the 6 girls, you know, and the one who passed, may her soul rest in peace. May her soul attack those who are supposed to be doing the right thing that are not doing the right thing. And you know, may God console the family and their mother. You know, a girl who is of that age, who is attending ABU Zaria, you know, she's already possibly almost graduating. She said 400 levels. She's probably even graduating. And they just wasted her life because she was born in Nigeria, because she's a Nigerian, because she happened to be going out perhaps with her father and her siblings. Just because of that. Just because she's a Nigerian living in Nigeria, her life was cut short. And then the part that there's a comment that you posted out, Mr. Elvis. One professor Isa, what he talked, he said, God will not bring peace to. He prays that God will bring peace to Nigeria. You know, and wishing her, you know, to rest in peace. And God will not bring peace to Nigeria. Me, I'm saying it. Until we act, God will not bring peace to Nigeria until we act. Those people who have passed on because they were born in Nigeria, they are not resting. They are not resting. They are not. Let us not deceive ourselves. And we're such a religious country that it's kind of it's so comical to even think that people in the presence of thievery, in the presence of murdering innocent people, in the presence of cheating people, people still have the audacity to call the Almighty God's name. God is too merciful. Imagine if I was God. Oh my God. Oh, Saloba Jesu. God is merciful, oh. God is merciful. Those who are calling God's name, may God forgive our sins and all that. It is sickening to hear that. It's sickening. Because that girl didn't deserve to die. She didn't deserve it. Just because she was born in Nigeria. And then they're all talking about, you know, may God forgive, may God help Nigeria. I mean, it's that people don't get it. It's like the scales haven't fallen from their eyes. What are they talking? What has God got to do with it now? God has given us the tools to do the right thing. You're disturbing God. I'm sure God has said, why are these people disturbing me? Why? They're refusing to act because they are enjoying the oppressive nature of the style of governance. They're enjoying, they're reveling in it, enjoying it, participating in it, and they don't care. They don't care about people that's not attached to them. They don't care. They don't care. I said it yesterday. Nigerians should stop expecting this administration or the kind of politicians we have to take care of them, to make the quality of life better for them. They should stop expecting apology. They should stop expecting them to say, oh, forgive me. They should stop expecting the unexpectable. Nigerians, stop expecting anything good or anything apologetic from this administration. Stop expecting it. And I think from the North, unfortunately, they're just kind of very mellow because they believe that, you know, from what I've seen, like, okay, God will do it. You know, God will change Nigeria. It's a lazy way of acting. It's a lazy way to, you know, to it's like you're not, you don't see God name finish, so you can call it so easily to say God go do, I pray God go change Nigeria, and then you leave it in the thin air, and then the kidnappers will still, whatever religion that they are practicing, they still pray to some certain God. They are still praying. So God, 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 God everywhere. It's so easy. That's why I say God is too merciful. It's unfortunate. And, all these things that's happening. The northern elites, the ones who brought their brothers from Niger, from Sudan, from the Sahel, the Janjaweed people, the ones who brought them into Nigeria because they wanted their brother to be president. Shebu, now they see what they happen. Now they have come to, FCT used to be like one of the most safest place ever. You don't even hear of kidnapping or armed robbery. It's very rare. But now it's like it's like a jungle, man. FCT is now like a jungle, unfortunately. Because this is the monster that they created. It's the monster. Now the northern, it's coming. It's coming. Like I said, it go reach everybody's hand. All these things, it go reach their hand. It go reach it's just a matter of time. It go reach their hand. What they've done, how they've shared Nigeria. They're so desperate to be in power. They want to control. It is now coming back. It is coming back. It's like deja vu now. Una go see him. Now, one of this girl that passed on, she's probably will have been one great person that will take Nigeria to the world or change people's life. They cut it short, just like so many other people in Nigeria. So many other young boys and girls that they've murdered. So many. This is one, and because we're in social media, I'm sure because the man in question, he's a friend of somebody in power or somebody that knows somebody. That's why we are hearing this story. There are a lot of nameless ones out there that we don't know. There's a lot of nameless men, women, children. In fact, unborn babies that were murdered while in their mother's womb. Many of them are nameless that we don't even know. This man possibly knows somebody in government, and that's why everything is all over. Some of them are actually happening right now as we speak, but nobody's speaking for them. We don't know their names. So please, in northern elites, it is very easy. Your brother Buhari puts what's this other guy's name as MD for the Minister of NCC Telecommunication, NCC, yes, in Nigeria. So when they were talking about exchanging of funds and all that, even if they're using Turaya phone, maybe they're not even using any of the network. I am very sure the SSS, Nigeria has access to all those things. I tell you, intelligence have access to all those technology. They are just selective. They are just being selective because they don't want to touch their brother. Okay, now, they should not disturb us with this noise. Like what Madam Luke was saying. In some people's mind, they're like, they probably, possibly be happy. Like, okay, this is happening to you. More is coming. Because a lot of people are being hurt. In fact, Nigerians are hurt as we speak. They are in pain. So it's unfortunate, she didn't deserve to die, but her crime was that she was born in Nigeria and she was living in Nigeria. That's just her crime. May her soul rest in peace. That's all I can say for that. Talking about this measure, see, I don't know. When I hear of 2027, I don't know. I get kind of irritated. It's like, to me, it's like, I see it as an interpretation of the fact that, okay, we're all going to accept this criminality that's ongoing. We're going to accept all these vices that's been going on under this administration, all the intimidation, like we're accepting, okay, may we just bear them. That's the Nigerian way. May we bear them. Go bear them till 2027. They're not talking about what is going on now. That's why we are where we are today. Thank you, Mr. Elvis, again, I will say, for giving us this platform to express ourselves, to inspire people, and to also educate people. I thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I thank you so much. Now, this measure, the way I see it like you are taking Panadol to cure eczema. You are taking Panadol to cure eczema. That's why I see this measure. Like what Olumide was saying, like
Panadol to cure eczema.
Yes. Because like what Mr. Olumide was on, what ideology? Or what pedestal are they merging together for? And okay, are they merging to say, okay, we're going to change the constitution? Are they merging to say, okay, we're going to change the quota system? Are they merging to say we're going to change the system of governance? Are they merging to say, okay, everybody will work according to their pace? Listen, let me tell you something. Maybe we are forgotten. With the emergence of this APC, it was a merger of AD, Alliance for Democracy. I think PCP, AMPP, ACN. They all merged because they wanted to, kick away PDP from government. They succeeded. Now I'm not looking back. I'm like, when Nigerians were sleeping, when they were having their meeting, possibly somewhere in Dubai or maybe in one island in Seychelles, or maybe it's in the air, in their private jet, they have these meetings. Perhaps there was an agreement. The man at Bodilon that kind of instituted this merger that we now have this APC now and some other people. Maybe they said as, okay, Buhari, you will take the first one since you came from, I think, AMPP. Someone can correct me. I can't remember the party. I know it was with Oyegun doing the same party. Maybe you say he will be the president now. That's the agreement. Then the next one now will be somebody from AD, and that is Agbado. Perhaps that's why he said it's my turn. That's why he was saying it with so much passion, because maybe he was trying to remember them, the meeting they had when they had the merger. So now, therefore, this half-baked pipe dream that they want to have, this so-called merger, on what basis? Tony Naji has said it. No matter the merge that they are going to merge now, Nigeria will still be the same. First of all, Nigerians, we're talking about the one that calls himself a doctor of water engineering, that said Peter Obi can never be vice to Peter Obi, that carries himself on, I don't know which stool or which mat, he carries himself high up. And then the other one, that the Mikano, the one that lives in Dubai. Let us even start with the one with the red hat. His attitude was not even, he's like, I don't know, maybe we should start looking at those old videos of when they are talking, the kinds of things that come out of their buccal cavity, the kind of things that they say, their ideology. You can trace their train of thoughts, how they think. Then you now go to the other one, Mikano, that say there's nothing wrong in bringing your friends to make money. So is there this kind of people, do you people think that will make Nigeria better? You just think, okay, maybe they'll bring Peter Obi as the president, and hey, everybody will not smile like, hey, kumbaya, it's not peaches and cream. It ain't gonna work, Nigerian. And if Peter Obi merge with them, you can call me, I am very myopic in the political scheme, but I'm telling you what I see. If Peter Obi merges with them, whether they put him as vice or president or minister, man, I'm not part of that game. I'm not. I'm going to pull myself out. I will still respect Peter Obi, but he's using red oil to stain his body. There's no Jupiter that will convince me that merging with these two entities, the one with the engineering one that they say he's from PhD from India, PhD of water engineering, that said Peter Obi, he should go and be selling, was it something like sell ice cream, or he should go and shop or something, that he can never be his vice president. And then he now colluded against his own party, which are already having internal squabbles with the APC, because he's a hungry man for stomach infrastructure. So is it that kind of person? And it's this other one that calls himself Mikano from Dubai. Every 4 years he comes, he's like a swinging pendulum. Whenever it's time to come and do election, I want to be president. He doesn't end. He cannot be anything less than a president. And these are the two entities now. I'm assuming, based on what you put there, that these are the two entities that want to merge. But Utomi, you should know better, because I think he was one of the youngest ministers Nigeria has had. I don't know, someone can, Mr. Patutomi. Count me out of it. I'm telling you, just count me out of it. I will still respect Peter Obi. But if Peter Obi needs to merge with anybody at all, and not with these two entities and not with these two parties, like I said before, think back of AD, PCP, AMPP, ACN that merged to form this demonic APC party. And then they did the sharing formula somewhere while we were sleeping, because they always do it in the night. The same way Yakubu gave this man certificate in the night when people are sleeping. They made that arrangement. On what basis are they going to sit Peter Obi down and say, okay, this is the sharing formula? It is not for Nigeria. There's no way anybody can convince me that a merger is what we pull out APC. When you see how institutions, they have institutionalized demonic activities from the judiciary, the Senate alone. Oh God, in fact, Nigeria, if I start talking today, the entire Senate alone, look at the one at Fabio that is sitting down there. Is it that one that will not make law for you, that will favor you? Or is it Yakubu? Or is it INEC itself? Or is it the judiciary? Nigeria has not woken up. I don't think Nigerians understand the problem that we are in. Merging or creating merging is not going to solve Nigeria's problem. In fact, it will double the problem of what we're experiencing. So I don't agree at all we have to look beyond titles, look very deep, Nigerians. Like I said before, some of you might call me myopic in my political views, but it is what I see from what is happening in the past and what I see now. But however, if Peter Obi wants to merge with these entities or whoever, Nigeria is not going to move forward. It is not a curse. It is a fact. I'm not a prophet of doom, as my brother Alex used to say. It is a fact. Nothing is going to happen in Nigeria. Nothing will happen. It is for themselves. And this will kind of stain Peter Obi's name somehow, because it will now, people like, what's his name, the Sahara Reporters man, he will not come out and say, ah, you are, did I not tell you people? I told you guys that this man is part of the elite. He's pretending. I'm telling you, the Sahara Reporters man will capitalize on this if it happens. He will come out every day to capitalize on it, analyze it, break it, shred it, and murder Peter Obi's name, which shall not happen. Because this is what is going to happen. I'm just telling you. And it's not going to favor Nigerians, because at the end of the day, Nigeria is the project. Nigeria is the project. On what basis are they merging together? What is the agreement? Is it to change the constitution that they don't even talk about? Even the 2014 confab, they don't even talk about it. The Senate they don't even talk about it. They don't. So where are we going? Why are we deceiving ourselves? Merger will not solve nothing. Who are the people merging? They're part of the PDP and the APC. So they are merging to a Labour Party as per what now? They still want to use Peter Obi's name now to climb up. That will not happen, no. Because for me, if that happens, I'm out, man. I'm gone like yesterday. I'm out. I'm not part of it. But I still carry Peter Obi as my president, because so far he has not disappointed me in his antecedents. From the past, from what I know and what I'm seeing now, he has not changed. He has not. He's consistent. But the other two is just a joker. I will end it here. Thank you.
Moderator, he said you don't care whatever anybody say. Anything anybody want to say is up to them. You are giving your own opinion. You know, like I said, I have my own opinion later on after everybody on this particular broadcast. You know, because the thing be as it gets. But meanwhile, I would like to take some calls right now, so we'll take it from there. If you know you're joining us right now, guys, please help us to press on the like button, help us to share as well. Can see Jesus is my father right there with us. Thanks for joining us. Engineer Sars, thank you very much. Abu Azi, good evening to you, sir. Thanks for joining us. Amaka E, thank you very much for joining us. Good evening to you. And many others right there. Appreciate every one of you. Thank you very much, sir. I can see you try calling us. Please talk to us. Good evening to you, sir. Are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
I'm here.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Please talk to us.
And happy Sunday. God bless you. Thank you for this opportunity. Yeah, honestly, it's so very pathetic and heart-aching. Most especially the issue of the kidnap. Well, I think you said, if I heard you well, that kidnap was in Abuja.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now, as Abuja is not a place kidnappers can just come into and disappear so suddenly that they cannot be trailed. I'm sure this is not towards the what do you call it, what is it now, the law school side. That's the side I know that is closer to a little towards going to Niger State. You see, there's something going on in this country. I wish these kidnappers are people somebody can see and talk to. The first question I will ask them is that these people they are kidnapping, are they the people that kept Nigeria the way Nigeria is now? Are they not seeing all those people at the National Assembly? Are they not seeing Bola Tinubu and his group there? Are they not seeing their cronies and families? Why do they want to just continue to add aches and pains to innocent citizens? That with all that is going on, people are suffering. That man now, I don't know him. Notwithstanding, 6 girls at the same time, you carry all of them, carry their father. Then you ask him to go and look for money. In the course of trying to look for this money, you don't know the size of his pocket. You killed one of the daughters. And you are still talking about that. It has not been said because you had that. Which means they are within. How are you hearing that people are trying to run around to contribute money for him? Then you double the money. This ransom, when they collect it, what do they? Honestly, I don't know. And we talk of police, we talk of the military, we talk of DSS, we talk of NIA. What are they doing in Nigeria? And what is the president doing? Are they not hearing about these things? Are they not following up on these issues? I mean, how long will we continue in this pain? How long? Now, you just made a mention of a merger of political parties. Is the merger of political parties the important thing, or can Nigerians just sit down and say, hey, let me to become and try this thing? We give him time. If he doesn't do it well, we move him out of the place. If Obi won this election, and which everybody knows very clearly that yes, this man won this election, and Mahmoud, in his wisdom, decided to hand it over to the man who paid him the price for the job he's doing. The job is not a government job anymore. It is not Nigeria that paid him, but it was Bola Tinubu that paid him and Buhari. Then they brought this man in. Ever since he came in, Nigerians have not smiled one day. And we are in a country where we want to say, yes, we have a country. I had a young man in the earlier, those who go out to the streets to make inquiry. I had a young man talking of, we are tired of this. Hunger is killing us. If this and that does not happen, maybe until people go out and go and start creating problem, we go to the streets. I'm asking those young men, what are they waiting for? What are they waiting for? Can they enter the streets now? Is it until all these things get to a point where people can just come and knock on the door and say, okay, everybody in this compound come and follow us? Because it's coming to that point. It is coming to that point if people don't do something. We have young men, they are just busy talking and talking there on the streets, inside their motor park. Let them gather and do something. I mean, what will it cost them to come out and say, excuse me, say no, we are not going to agree. At least do it for one day. It's not a matter of north or south or anything anymore. This family, they carry it now. Wherever they come from, does it mean anything to anybody than just these innocent girls must be brought out? They must come back. Their father is here now, that somebody is saying that it is the will of God. Well, we agree. Islam, we say yes. God brings, God gives. God cannot take away through the hands of kidnappers. Mr. Naija, let me say this. A few years back, when this kidnapping thing started newly in River State, when they started kidnapping all these oil workers, excuse me, I said something to some people who were clamoring and rejoicing then. Oh, yes, let them catch them, let them do this. It is better. They did it to this. I said, look, when there is no white man to kidnap anymore, these people are coming for you and I. I made that comment, they thought I was joking. How many years after that time when they were kidnapping the shell workers, the what do you call them? All the oil workers at the River State, seashore there. Today, it has become a common thing. It's now so lucrative that youths don't want to do any work anymore. They want to kidnap innocent. What is this? What will we call this in Nigeria? What will we call this?
Okay, sir. Okay.
I don't even know what to think about it. I had it. I wish, oh God, my health.
Okay, let me leave you, sir. Look after yourself. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
May God help Nigeria.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Where a solution is coming, I don't know, but it will come.
All right.
It will come. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. The Nigerian situation is pathetic. You see, elderly people call into this show, they cry, they pour out their pains, I don't understand. I don't understand. It's very, very sad, Anyway, I would like us to quickly get another caller quickly before I can come back to the panel so that we can have our final say. Thank you very much, Mother Tammy, for calling us. Please, I'd like you to talk to us. Mother Tammy, can you hear me?
Happy Sunday, sir.
Thank you, man. Happy Sunday to you, man. Please talk to us. Thank you.
What I want to say, first of all, is those girls they kidnap. It's really touching, and it's heartbreaking, and killing her, I'm sure, in presence of our other sisters. That trauma, if they come out alive, it will never leave. They won't forget it. And I will say we don't have government. I keep saying it every day. We don't have government. We don't have government. With these people, we don't have government. They are not after the citizens. They are after their own pocket. Their children are not in Nigeria. Their children are outside. So just amass the money, take it to themselves. And no security, nothing. That's why last week I was angry with that police officer that was trending about no grief. I said you need to go for legal training. That is not the job of police. It's to secure the citizens, protect them and properties. What is no grief? It's just a slogan the youth are using to encourage themselves. The condition is really, really bad in our country. We don't have a country. So sorry about it. We don't have a country. We don't have government. The government are not there for us. They are there for themselves. I am so touchy with that, for that young lady to die before the time. That's not the time God said she would die. They just cut short all her destiny, everything. And these people know where they are. They are the ones sponsoring them. They are the ones putting them into our military. Most of our real military, they've killed them. Our real police, they are not. It's all these people they are putting in there because we don't have a government. It's so touchy and it's so annoying to see this is happening to our country. Anytime it don't come. The other thing I want to say, my sister Rita have already murdered it. Thank you very much for Major. They are talking about Major. People are dying. People are hungry. So they want the people to die. Then who are the people that's going to vote for them? And with this system, it's Yakubu of the system, with all this Inyangokoro and all the rest of them that they have bought them. Is it what he did on Friday? Is that the one? The real one he will do, he didn't do it. They didn't give us judgment. They didn't give Obi judgment. So please, I don't want Peter Obi to join them. I don't want. I respect him so much and I love him so much. Because of him, anybody that talk bad of him, I cut my friendship with you because he's a man that is consistent. And that is the kind of person we want. He should not go and sing himself, as Rita have earlier said, and I support her. He should not. And if he's joining, he should come and tell us the reason why he want to merge with them. He should come and tell us because we are his voice. He should not put us behind, and we don't want to hear it from all those people that cannot talk what is happening. They are afraid. Then Nigeria, it's time for us to come out. Nigeria, it's time for us to come out. It's once that somebody will die. Somebody will not die twice. Nigeria, it's time for us to come out. Come out en masse. Sir Elvis, I told you a month ago now that this thing is going to be heater, is going to be more worse. And this is, as I'm talking to you, the same thing I'm seeing hearing. Nigeria, let us leave north, south, west, where I come from. Come together. Let us come up. That is the way. If we wait for police to come, army to come, they will not. Because who are the people that is holding them? Those criminals. Those criminals. Oh, let me just leave it.
Thank you, Madam Tanya.
Because it's so hurting to that young girl to die like that. I can imagine painful death. Oh God.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you and bless all of you there. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Oh, wow. This is sad. Very sad. The situation of our country, Nigeria, is very, very sad. Very unfortunate that people are already paying with their lives. I don't know if some of you remember my statements. I'm not sure people will still remember this. When Mahmoud Yakubu declared Tinubu the winner and issued by 4 a.m. in the morning and issued him certificate. On that particular broadcast, because we're live, we're live throughout. I remember in the morning of it, I said it here that this declaration have taken so many people's lives. I've killed so many people. I don't know whether people will still remember, but maybe one or two persons can still remember. But I remember somebody calling in into the show that I shouldn't say that, no, nobody will die in the process, blah, 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 and all that. I was saying, yes, this is what you get. You can't get anything good with Satanism. Whatever that goes with Satanism is something bad, not good. It's very unfortunate. Who knows who is going to be next? Who knows? Who knows? A 400 level university student killed just like that. Just because her father could not raise 65 million naira. And we are not sure what we are going to hear tomorrow, because today is the deadline for the remaining for the remaining 5 of them in their camp. And before taking their lives, who also know what these guys are doing to them? 5 girls we are talking about. This is painful, man. This is so painful. Hello, yeah, good evening to you. Your name and where you calling us from?
Happy New Year.
Thank you, sir. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Lagos. My name is Smith.
Okay, Mr. Smith, happy New Year to you. Thank you very much. Please talk to us.
Yeah. I think the merger, because the truth of the matter is that the merger will not work to me on my own part, because the same ideology that Peter Obi has, they don't have it. Because what they want to do, according to what Madarita just said, they will try to use Peter Obi as leverage to gain what they want, and they are not for the people. That is just the basic truth. If they actually believe in Nigeria and they love Nigeria, they will do the right thing. They should just allow Peter Obi to go. If they feel okay, we will support him and we'll do the right thing in Nigeria, fine. But for them to merge with Peter Obi, they don't have the same ideology with Peter Obi. They are just fighting for their own interests and their own selfishness. That is just it.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Yes,
once
sir.
again, Happy New Year. My regard to everybody in the panel.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Let's have our final say. I'll go back to Madam Luke again before I come back to Mr. Lumide. Madam Luke, thank you very much for your time with us today. Thanks for all you do. Please, I'd like you to give us your final submission.
Okay. Thank you once again for having me on the panel and on the platform. It has been a wonderful ride so far, and I always look forward to, even if I'm not in the panel, I always listen or go back and play back, so I'm not missing anything. So, in order for the final submission, while we watch and see what is going to happen to this kidnapping, this is the one that we know about. Like what we said, there are a lot of people who have been dying left, right, and center all over Nigeria, and everybody just playing Russian roulette. As long as you open your eyes and it's not you, you feel like it is okay, and God has spared your life. Like the same people they're kidnapping, they are not God's children. They're not my portion group of people. Not my portion, not our portion, not my portion, not our portion. I don't know whose portion they think it is that you have to go through this nightmare just at the beginning of the year. We're not even 2 weeks into the year, the new year, and we are here. In fact, it has become a. In fact, these kidnappers are more emboldened. Are more emboldened. But Tinubu is sitting on there, like Madam Rita said, that was the MOU they signed. When it's my turn, you let me do whatever I want to do. When it's your turn, you can do whatever you want to do. And they keep passing this baton of corruption and impunity. My heart goes out to that family again. I don't know where they're going to find closure. Even if they pay for that money, is it going to bring that girl? They didn't even give the family time to even negotiate. They just wasted this girl's life like that. Like that. And I'm sure more are coming. And yet the police have no intel as to how to find it. This is the only country such a thing will happen. And it's only because they are liaising with the federal government. That is the only reason. To keep people in check. Either they rule by poverty or they rule by terror. Nigerians will soon wake up. When it gets to everybody's doorstep, they will wake up or they will keep dying in silence. As for the merger, I have said my point. At this point, those three men there, Obi, Kwankwaso, Atiku, they are a million times better than what you have in Sasorok. A million times better than what you have if you examine all of them. Even Atiku Atiku is 100 times better than Tinubu. The way he lives his private life and whatever he does, nobody is a saint, so don't get me wrong. But you see those three men there, I don't care what their differences are, they are far better than what you have in Asorok. And they'll be far better than what you have had in Nigeria since Nigeria was coined Nigeria. I can beat my full chest for that. They have their personal pride as men, who they see themselves as leader. But by the time they talk to each other, they will come and tell us what they want to say. All we know is the merger now, but the way they're going to operate, we don't know. Even as they are now, they still defeated Tinubu, even with all the rigging. They got 66% of the votes in Nigeria. That is something to think about. Are they going to be able to withstand Mahmoud and Tinubu's political thugs? My answer is yes. What they will do is by the time we go into 2027, we will have our own private army. We will have our own private army. Just like Uzodinma went and got his own men in uniform. They were not even part of the police force to bamboozle the public. These people will plan better. Even if they have to transport Kwankwaso from all the way from Kano all the way to Nigeria, they will have to do it. They will have to find a way, because we cannot continue like this. I'm all for the merger because, in all honesty, Obi cannot do this alone. I have looked left, I have looked right, I have looked up, I have looked down. Obi, as it stands now, cannot do anything by himself. And I'm happy the two men flaunting behind him are Northerners. Do you see any Westerner there? Do you see any Agbado there? So I'm happy that he's been liaising with Northerners, because the only way we can get forward is if Northerners have your backing. Is if Northerners have your backing. Do you see any Igbo man there? Except Obi. Do you see anybody wanting to leave Agbado party? How can Agbado party be defeated if not this merger? Now, the terms of the merger is what I'm going to find out. The terms of the measure is when that terms of measure come out, then I can go to that, go with that. But yes, there should be a measure, and I'm all for it. The memo of understanding is what I want to know, because Obi cannot stand by himself. Even the obedience now, if you come on now, they will go look left, look right, look left, look right. But we need something to jumpstart this, and it has to start now. We don't have to wait till 2027. We have to start now. Combating thuggery, INEC, banditry, election rigging. We have to find a way to defeat this Agbado army, one way or the other. And I'm all for the measure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Luke. God bless you, man. Thank you so much for your wonderful submission. Okay, you are for the measure. I will talk about that shortly. Madam Rita, sorry, Mr. Olumide, give us your final submission, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Elvis.
Please lower what you are watching. Lower what you are watching, please.
Sure. So, Elvis, I
completely load that one now. We are still hearing.
Okay. Better now?
Okay, go ahead. Thank you.
Okay. So, I want to kind of politely disagree with Madam Luke. Madam Luke, please never give in to tyranny. Never give in to whatever is wrong. You understand? Mandela is a very good example. Mandela was in prison for 25 years, over 20 years before he became a free man. Unexpectedly. Do you know what this white supremacist apartheid government did while he was in prison? They tried to convince him to give up the struggle, to sign papers, to do so many things. But this man said, you know what? I will rather die than sell my people off. You know? I would rather die than sell my people off. So Obi, I mean, like I said, I never supported. I don't believe in Nigeria's democracy the way they do it right now. But for me, it was a shock to me that Obi could pull what he pulled last February election, that he could pull that in so short a time, that if that election was really truly free and fair, he could have won. He could have been the winner. But they never allowed that to prevail. So that never lose sight of that. When you say, oh, without the Northerners, without this, without everybody needs everybody. All we want is transparency, truth, and fairness. Obi walked over the aisle. He had a Fulani vice presidential candidate. He collaborated with Afenifere. I mean, what else do I have to say? So please don't give in to tyranny. That's fine. You're okay with the merger. I mean, that's you're entitled to your opinion, but please don't let it be based on that ideology of giving into tyranny. Don't ever do that. And then Elvis, see, when let me say one. I don't know who this is going to resonate with. The problem that this government has is not about people like me coming out to say Nigeria can never work. It is about the image that Nigeria itself has created over time. For example, I'll give you this illustration. Oh, I think a little over 2 years ago, there was a certain man from Osun State. That man lived in Virginia, if I'm right, majority of half of his adult life. His kids, children, wife are in Virginia, in USA right now. He raised his kids there in the US. This man decided to come back home, was building an hotel in Osun State, a big hotel. And then 2.5 years ago, during the Buhari regime, during that era of kidnapping in the Southwest and all the rest of it, he was kidnapped. We know him to be a member of the APC party. You understand? He was kidnapped, and he was kidnapped. His manager, hotel manager, was kidnapped too. A young lady who was on break for university break will go there to work at the hotel, and she was the manager of the hotel, and they kidnapped one other person. I think an Okada rider. I don't know how that an Okada rider. So they demanded, this Fulani Elders demanded 5 million naira ransom. 50 million, they dropped it down to 5 million, but the family ran around, and they weren't able to raise more than 500,000 naira. These elders collected the money, you understand? And all the phone conversation that occurred negotiation between the family and the elders, we had the recordings on one of these online blog platform, Yoruba Nation blog platform that I used to follow them. And they collected the 500,000. They killed that man that came from US, and they released that lady and the Okada man, and then told them, release them to go back and give feedback to say they weren't going to release the man, they were going to kill him, and they were the ones who told the whole story of what happened in the kidnappers' den. Now they took him back to US to bury him, and his kids, about 2 or 3 of his kids are grown-ups. Tell me, how will they I don't know if they caught these Fulani Elders or not, but how will these children feel? Do you think these children will be happy that their father died that kind of death in that country? In the US, at least, the guarantee is there that they will catch the culprits, and you will look the killers in the eyes, and knowing that justice will be done. But how will these children be able to come back to Osun State or even Nigeria to say, you know what, we are proud of this country? These are the so many stories that are lingering around, And now today we are talking of children. People who were kidnapped, and one of the children died. It's not exactly people like us. You want us to paint the country in good light, but the country itself is not moving in the direction of change for the better. So I don't know what else they want people like us to do. When we see, and like I said, it's not really people like us, but it's the younger generation coming up and growing up, like the children of that man that had to see their dad's dead body brought back to the US. Will those children want to have anything to do with our country anymore, with Nigeria anymore? And these are people that will grow up to be somebody, and that we need to benefit from their talent, their education, back to the society, and we would never enjoy that benefit anymore because of the image this country has put in their mind or hearts. And there's thousands of these images, like these people, terrorists killing, raping women, raping children, turning them to orphans. These are so many images, the trauma that is going on, that they are creating in the hearts and minds of people. And then you want us to pretend that everything is okay with the country, that everything is fine with the country. I don't know what else to say, Elvis. I don't know what else to say.
May I come in, Mr. Brother Lumide?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
Okay. Where did Mother Rita go? Anyway, I hear what you're saying, and just because it's okay to disagree, but I want you to, and I know Madam Rita said something, that if Obi joins the merger and all that stuff, she's out. I don't think most of you understand that whatever is going on in Nigeria on this level of insecurity has already happened to Nigeria. Nigeria, think of APC as the kidnapper. APC has already kidnapped Nigeria. What this merger is doing now is trying to negotiate with the kidnappers, and that is all you can do. You say not to give in to terrorism, not to give in to Mandela. The era we're living in now, Huh? The crop of criminals you have now have never been anywhere known to mankind. The level of criminality in Nigeria now, it's only when you are talking about what would you call it, Oduwa land, Biafra land, that can never happen with the kind of criminality and the kind of hijack we have had now in this era. So whether we like it or not, I've now had to eat my humble pie, since that I know now that I have been beaten.
But yeah, that's
criminal, and I'm not going to say at a fair game.
Madam, look, that's why I'm saying, see, perhaps it's too early for you to concede.
I'm not conceding. I'm not conceding.
Because
I'm not conceding. This is the reality on ground. You've already been hijacked.
That's true. That's the reality. That's true. I totally agree with you.
What do you mean it's too early? It's only going to get worse.
You know, the people that you are wanting this man to collaborate with now, they have their own baggage.
Listen, not any baggage is better than what Tinubu has. I'm telling you. Any baggage right now is better than whatever baggage Tinubu has.
We know of Kwankwaso's history with EFCC.
Did you hear what I said?
Even Atiku.
Did you hear what I said?
But
anything there up there is better than Tinubu.
But that is the mistake we make.
Okay.
Even if they grab power from Tinubu in 2027. See, you can't build a foundation on something that is faulty.
When I get there, I'll cross that bridge. But
that's what we said when they kicked Jonathan out.
Right now, what are your options? Obi cannot walk alone. You cannot get your Odua nation. What are your options?
We have to let the whole world know.
The whole world.
We have to let the whole world know.
The whole world.
That we want a free and fair election.
Can the whole world save you?
You understand? If it is the
UK,
the US, we have to let them listen.
Can the whole world? You think they're not listening? Can they save you?
See, if we don't want to,
Mr. Olumi, the wish of the whole world are you talking about?
Exactly.
Are the whole world not watching us right now? What is happening to us right now?
So Elvis, see, when I say the whole world, I mean we have to let UK, US, EU, we have to let reason prevail. They have to allow the people have
they are part of it.
The same people you are calling now, they're not aware what happened with the presidential election on Olumide. These same people you are calling now, they're not aware. Didn't they witness what happened in the 2023 presidential election?
They witnessed it, but you know that.
So why are you calling them again?
Elvis, you know that everybody was very confident that the Beavers was going to work.
Why are you calling on?
You know, some of us insisted. Some of us insisted
talk about us and forget all this EU or European whatever. Please.
You know what? See, what I'm saying is that if this continues, if they allow reason to prevail, there will be a time when, whether they like it or not, there will be a resistance, and it's going to be armed resistance.
So everybody should die first, right? All these people.
I'm not saying that.
There's no time for resistance.
I'm only saying that we have gone this road before. It has not worked.
And so don't talk about us. You people stop jumping out of your box and be talking about the Europeans. I've said this thing so many times on this platform. You can't help yourself. You are calling on the European. Now, Europeans say me your politicians, they thief money every day. Now, Europeans say the newly elected minister to steal $500 million. Please.
See, in the eyes of these people, in the eyes of these people, they will rather see them as being legitimate. You have to, in the eyes of these people, you have to make them see.
Which people?
I'm talking about the Europeans, the UK.
You don't talk about them. He's making me angry.
The US government.
Talk about us.
You have to make them see.
Olumide, please. Don't talk about these things. It just looks like everybody is sleeping. Talk about us. And stop all this knocking on the door that will never ever be open for you. Calling on the Europeans.
Mr. Elvis,
can you imagine?
Mr. Elvis, please.
I don't understand.
Mr. Elvis,
this is what you guys are always saying. Europeans are our problem. Europeans are our this. Now the Igbo people cause the problem that we all are saying.
Mr. Elvis,
facing today.
Please.
We are the problems of ourselves.
What I'm saying now is, How do you make this government look legitimacy in the eyes of this? Whether you like it or not, they are influential.
Olumi, they don't owe you legitimacy.
They give backing to the
you any
illegitimate
validation.
government.
They don't owe you any validation. You need to validate yourself.
They don't owe us. But what I'm saying is that they give backing to this government.
No. They give backing. Yes.
They give military backing. They guarantee them
now
financial
you know.
backing. How do you make
now
that
you
government
know? Now you know they give backing.
How do you make them lose legitimacy? How do you make this government lose legitimacy in the eyes of those?
In the eyes,
of,
you are still looking.
In your eyes, Tinubu is illegitimate. But how do you make Tinubu lose legitimacy in the eyes of this government that give him backing?
You know what? They will never lose legitimacy because they back them up. So I don't know what you're saying.
Then
okay.
I am saying that if we can't do that, this merger perhaps is not the road to go.
Mr. Olumide, please.
Yeah?
Let me pick some calls. I'll come back to you. Let me pick
Sure.
A lot of people are calling in. I will respond to all this shortly. Okay, now I want to pick calls. All of them stop calling. You know, when people are talking, everybody will be calling. So, you know, so I'm not going to return anybody's call. You know, people will stop talking. You people will not call. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan, for calling in. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Hello.
Mr. Jonathan, we can hear you. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us.
Yeah. Hello. Good evening. Good evening, Mr. Elvis. Good evening to all the panelists there. Madam Luke and Brother Olumide there. See, for me, let me just state it up front, my position. The merger, if I for now, I'm not taking it the way, you know, the news just came out. I don't want to believe that is the whole story. But if that were to be confirmed, that yes, that is the situation of things, that Peter Obi of Labour Party is merging with these two other candidates, I would say emphatically that is the beginning of the end of Peter Obi's political ascension in Nigeria. He has moved so speedily to the point where, in fact, as we speak, he is the de facto leader. He is the president of Nigeria, whether we like it or not. But if this news is confirmed, I will say it, that is the beginning of the end of his ascension, period.
Thank you.
How could that be? See, in any election, we shouldn't even be talking of election first of all. But even if that is the case, let's even take it at the face value. Southwest is completely gone. There's no way the three of them can get one single state in the Southwest. Rivers State, Delta State, Edo State, Bayelsa State is gone. And now they will do the political calculation in the North for them to win any election. Well, we'll leave that. So I can now see if this news, as I started, if it is taken to be true, I can now see possibly why the likes of Daniel Bwala decided to move away. Because it's not going to sit well with many people. Just take that. It's not going to sit well. Are you talking of, so what is it? What Peter Obi stands for, it will now be questioned. So you are now ready to work with Atiku, for crying out loud. No, that cannot be. The Atiku's people, the people that surrounded Atiku, in terms of criminality, they are worse than the people that are surrounding Tinubu right now. So you think all those people will just be sitting down? They are there to come and eat from the table too. So this is deeper than this, but preliminarily, this is just what I have to say. I'm not taking it, the way the news come out. So I will just leave it at that for now. Then we'll look deeper into it as we get more and more information with respect to this. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. God bless you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, let me quickly pick another call here, if there's any. I can see more people calling in, but the caller finished talking right now. You should call back. All right. I appreciate every one of you. I can see more people call me in right down the comment section. Please press on the like button. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir, for calling in. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Yes, Naija Watch, good evening from here.
Thank you, sir. Talk to us.
Yeah, Naija Watch, I want to make something clearly here. You see, that our brother was saying about the European people, how can we, they are the problem. They are the problem. See, the best thing is if this youth, if we come together and pick up a gun, believe you me, and chase this criminal.
No, sir. Please get out from the phone, please. Get out. Don't call on this phone and be suggesting violence here. If you people cannot use your sense and know what the platform stands for, then get out. I don't like things like that, please. You people will hide under the darkness, inside darkness, and cover your head and be suggesting rubbish on my platform. Good evening to you, sir. Thank you very much. Please talk to us. Good evening to you, Mr. Shimizit. Go ahead.
Yeah, my brother. I concur what you're saying, and Madam Luke, I concur with the two of you, what you guys are saying. Mr. Olumide, I don't know whether in this world or on another planet, it can be saying the whole world. The whole world, are they not seeing what is going on in Nigeria? Like Evie said, the whole world, do they not see what happened to us? What happened to Nigerians? Do they have anything to say? Have they even come out to say something? Let us stop going there. Nigeria should face their problem. No one can come in and solve your problem in Nigeria. It's only in Nigeria can solve their problem in Nigeria. This one you're saying, no person, no outsider can come in. Nigeria should solve their problem by themselves. Don't have that mind, oh, they will come, America will come, Canada will come, China will come. Hey, no. It's no good. Don't go there. If Peter Obi want to march, let him march. Because I said it before, there is one time Ivy said this, and I say, yes, I want Peter Obi to emerge. But it depends on the criteria of the emerging. So if that is going to suit Obi will follow them. But if they emerge,
Elvis.
Please you can't interject a caller, please.
I'm sorry. I think he misunderstood me before he leaves.
Let him finish then. If he misunderstood you, you let him finish. You can't interject a caller. We don't do that here.
The person, he will walk away and go and sit his own. That's it. Instead of making him vice president or making him another thing or whatever, he will just move and say, okay, fine. Obi say, I'm not desperate to rule Nigeria. Just when he's desperate to make Nigeria working. So he's not desperate. The only thing, if he goes there and it didn't work for him, he walk away. Fine and short. That's it. And people they kidnap and they kill. My heart go with them and their family. Let them just take heart.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. Mr. Olumi, they quickly correct that now.
Okay, so I just want to clarify. See, I didn't say that any foreign country should come in and interfere or come in with their military might to help Nigerian people out. No, I'm saying that they have an influence. Like, for instance, during the Buhari regime.
Be quick. People on the phone, sir.
During the Buhari regime, so the UK and the US put pressure on Buhari government. They banned some officials from getting visas. Maybe that influenced some elections in some states to make it free and fair. Like the time they were going to do the Ido election. So I'm saying that these people have an influence on the Nigerian government. They can cut off certain supplies, making sure that people's will count. That's what I'm saying.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Olumide, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chukuno. So thanks for calling in. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. Yeah, thank you. I just want to call when I saw the headline. So I've been following. So I saw the headline about this merger. I just want to make some contribution. really, I don't think somebody like Atiku has good intention when it comes to this measure. Because he's already saying that he will be the leader and that one, he will be the candidate. So for me, I just want to align myself with the previous caller. P2B has already said that he's not supposed to become president. So for me, I believe that I don't buy the idea of him merging because it's better for him to just go on his own, 2027. Then he will know he has given his best. So, but for me, this merging, there's no way. There's no way Atiku is the spiritual can be seen in every aspect of his actions. So for me, you should just forget about this merger. And again, because it will also be they will rob it. That was why he left PDP in the first place. So he should just remain, and the whole country come to himself, the whole country lining up behind him, and it's better that way. So whether they do under banditry, they rig it and do everything, INEC and everything, the whole world will see, so we'll still know. So it's better that way.
Thank you.
So if there's no revolution, they will continue like that. It's better.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right. Callers, I think I've entertained so many callers already for today. So let me leave you for now. Let me come back to the panel. Everybody have given their submission. I'd like to quickly pass this on my own. You see, on this whole thing, major or no major, and what happened, unfortunately, what happened with the kidnapping and the girl that lost her life. I pray may her soul rest in peace. May God comfort the family, and I hope the remaining 5 girls release unhurt. But yes, let's come to this measure of a thing. You see, for me, the reason why Mr. Peter Obi gained so much followers this time was because he left PDP and he decided to work alone with a neutral person, which is Baba Dati Ahmed. Yes, I'll say that again. That's the reason why a lot of people supported him. Remember, on this platform, we were already saying that a smaller party will take over Nigeria soon. And at that time, I was supporting, personally, I was backing Omoyele Sowore. Omoyele Sowore came to this platform and spent about 3 hours with us here. I assured him that I will make sure I use my platform for him here. On this platform, he was here. He was taking calls, taking questions, everybody. Then Peter Obi was still in PDP. Not long, Peter Obi now defected out of PDP to Labour Party. Wow, that was a strong moment, most especially for me, because I've assured Omoyele Sowore already that me personally, now you me want, because anything to do with these people, PDP, APC, I'm not part of it. But Peter Obi left PDP. Although then I don't really know much about Peter Obi, but I know Peter Obi. I don't know much about Peter Obi. I'm a researcher. I went to research about this man, Peter Obi. And I get to find out that Mr. Peter Obi don't have any single stain to his name. Kai, Sowore don't have any single stain to his name either. But how did I decide to then say, okay, I will support Peter Obi instead of the Sowore that I've already chosen? Was because I know that Mr. Peter Obi will pull more crowd. We started supporting Peter Obi already on this platform like 4 months later or 5 months later before the word obedient came up. Yes, we already started the movement on this platform. You know why I'm saying this again, my people? I want to let everybody to understand that when Peter Obi was in PDP, remember, he already declared that he wants to run for presidency under PDP. But when he knew, or whatever meeting they had, that they will not give him the ticket, that's where he defected out. Okay, let me go back to what I'm trying to say again. It was in PDP already before, when I was saying that I will stand firmly with Omoyele Sowore. It was in PDP declaring that he wants to run for presidency when I invited Sowore here and we asked him all the questions we wanted to know. But why am I stressing this or stretching this? Is because nobody recognized Peter Obi, or rather, nobody was interested in Peter Obi when he was with PDP. No single Nigerians were interested in him. Maybe, although not to exaggerate so much, let's say few, but or no people, because it was under that umbrella of PDP. Yes, it was there. I was born into politics. My dad is a PDP shifted till tomorrow. You know what that means? But let me continue what I'm saying. But I was against PDP. But Peter Obi left there, he light can't shine. He can't be like person where they put light, where they say dark, they can't put light for your head. That is when Nigerians now say, wow, this is my route. This is my route. This is my route. So, yes, Madam Irene, yeah, maybe you were one of the few that I'm saying, one of the 1% people or 2% people that were supporting him on that PDP. Yeah, I said few people, maybe few. You know, but the truth of the matter is, when he moved out of PDP, that is when Peter Obi managed to gather this massive crowd we now call obedient today. Now, you are telling me that Mr. Peter Obi want to go back to the same satanic PDP as a major, or as what? As a vice president. And you expect, anyway, let me tell you guys, in case you're not aware, one at the right hand down, you know, say on this platform, whenever I talk, I say, that's why you see, I'm very good in referencing. I always reference. I don't know whether people will remember. I said I taught this thing. I don't know whether people will remember whether I talk this thing. I always say that here. But today, now, 14th January 2024, I want to let you guys know that if Mr. Peter will be merged with PDP, Kwankwaso, Atiku, and all that, Mr. Peter Obi's followers will drop by 80%. Yes, you might argue with me today, but just write down that I talk. Don't argue with me. Write down that. Follow simple instruction. In case it not happen, then me myself, I will still going to apologize. But I'm telling you guys today, 14th January 2024, if Mr. Peter Obi, all this while that they do wuru, so he never come and come talk to us, so they do kulukere for backyard. So very soon he will come out to address us. Say, okay, fellow obedient, I now just decided the only way we can take this power from these people in 2027, you know, is to measure and all that. 80% of Peter Obi's followers will drop. I want you guys to understand that, and if these guys merged, right? If these guys merged, not that I really do have problem with this measure of a thing. I would have accepted this measure on one condition. I would, if maybe because of this satanic people that is currently ruling us right now, I would have accepted on one condition. That condition will be Peter Obi will be the presidential candidate, while Baba Dati Ahmed will be the vice president. So let Atiku and Kwankwaso join the merger, but they will not be shifting. Yes, I will be forced to accept. So you can't come here to tell me, oh, Mr. Elvis, understand, the only way we can take Nigeria back is by doing this, doing that. And at the end of the day, Mr. Peter Obi will now be vice under Atiku. To Flakwa. God forbid. Not me. Not me. Peter Obi will be vice president. I will be his follower. No. I'm sorry, guys. Not me. Not me. And many of you una not go like me. Una not like me the way I'll take change for this broadcast. But one thing I will assure you, if you move, I don't want to join that broadcast again. I don't want to go that broadcast again because Mr. Elvis changed color or whatever. I don't know, for your own personal reason. Any vacuum you created will be refilled by somebody else that like my twist. Because for me, never. I'm saying I'm not 100% yet against the merger. I will accept the merger on my condition. That condition will be Mr. Peter Obi will be the presidential candidate. Dati Ahmed will be his vice. Atiku and Kwankwaso can be shifting of NPP and PDP or whatever they want to be. I don't have a problem with that. Even though Peter Obi want to move back to the PDP, I'm not 100% that, oh, there are no good people. Even this, no matter how satanic APC are today, there's still one person out there that is good. But the person is scared to take decision, maybe because he knows if he tries, he might be suppressed. Maybe that person had the opportunity tomorrow to fly. You see the way you go take fly, jet not go cash up. Yes, it's like that everywhere. It's like that everywhere. Even armed robbers, if they go highway, you get one of the way, get good hearts. You will say, this woman, no shoot her, I beg, no shoot her. The other one say, no, shoot. The other one will say, no, please, don't. It's everywhere like that. I want to say this again. State it categorically. I'm saying mine, no. Everybody don't talk their own thing, so everybody, I respect everybody's opinion. My own, I want it to be respected as well. As of today, Sunday, 14 January 2024, if Mr. Peter Obi decide, say, no other option, he must merge, that is fine by me. But on one condition, he will be the presidential candidate. That Ahmed will be the vice. If Atiku want to be presidential candidate, Peter Obi will be a vice. This platform, like Bass Boss, you'll be before they finish that election. You'll not go surprised. Like I told you guys before, I'm not supporting Peter Obi because I love him. I want you guys to get this straight. Because many of you that apply love, I too love this person, I don't do that. I was supporting Mr. Peter Obi because I know he's the right man that will do the right job or that will do the job for us. So are you not telling me that the same man that I thought, that I believed so much on, that I hoped on, that will do that job for me, for you, for us, will not be vice? Tell me when vice president take get voice for Nigeria before, since you were born. Tell me. Mention one when any vice president don't ever get voice for the history of Nigeria. Atiku was a vice before. If anything we tell Ataka today, the next thing they tell you, say, I was only vice. Yemi Osinbajo was vice for 8 years. What did he do? Or tell me what a deputy governor don't do before. So Peter Obi will be vice for Atiku for 8 years or 4 years after. Come, una they play. The Nigerians, I don't know yet if we actually know what we want. I don't know if we are sure of what we want. As of today, now Peter Obi still want to, but that will automatically drop when I know Peter Obi is going to run as a vice. That will not be backwardness. To me, it's a backwardness. I rebuke backwardness in my life, in your life, in our lives, in the mighty name of the Lord Jesus Christ. You cannot be eating on top and decide, you will not decide tomorrow you want to go to eat for down. That's backwardness, in case you are not aware. You went solo, everybody went with you. Now you want to go as a second man. It's a course. It's a course, yes, in case you're not aware. After this broadcast, you guys go and digest it yourself. It's a course. And if anybody laid that course on you, you need to go one river, go bath and throw away. Chapally. Say you they eat for top before. Henceforth, now down you can't eat in the rest of your life. Rebuke it in the mighty name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Now, rebuke him. Because we must rebuke it. If not, we go nowhere. Say you they eat before. Now down you want to eat now. Is that not backwardness? That's the height of backwardness. I'm not part of it. I will never be part of it. On one condition, if my condition is fulfilled, I don't have a problem with that. We will manage it and just take it the way it is. Okay, all right. They want to merge. Let's take the merger. Peter, after all, Peter Obi is still the presidential candidate. That Ahmed is still the vice. Let's just take it. No problem. But say they can't say no. In fact, join me, my people. Close your eyes. Let's rebuke this. Make I pray for una. Make I pray for any of una we want to accept this backwardness. Let's pray. We need to pray now. Yes. Amen. And for those of you we don't already accept the course already, make I baptize you now.
I baptize you in the name of Jesus. Have your way, Lord. Have your way, Lord. Have your way, Lord.
Una say, make I
baptize you in the name of Jesus. Have your way, Lord. Have your way, Lord. Have your way, Lord. I baptize you in the name of Jesus. Have your way, Lord. Have your way, Lord. Have your way, Lord. I baptize you in the name of Jesus. Have your way, Lord. Have your way, Lord. Have your way, Lord.
Say amen. Una say na, I don't cleanse una. I don't pray for una. I can't still clean all your body, all the juju, all the curse where they curse you. I don't rebuke everything. Now, the garment where I wear una so, now for us to sit down, more they wait for what Peter Obi want to tell us. Simple. Simple. Remember, say now only two options, now only one option we get to accept the merger. If for any reason we need to accept the merger. One, Peter Obi will be the presidential candidate under their major. 2, Dati Ahmed will be the vice president under their major. Atiku and Kwankwaso cannot be shifted under their major. No wahala. The plane will go enter. All of us go ride together. Thank you very much, my people. I'd like to quickly pick this call because someone else is calling in before I come back to the panel so we can end up the show. That is all I wanted to say. Thank you very much, my people. Mr. Mofule, Mr. Tony, you are calling back again. Please talk to us, sir, if you are there. Hello, sir. Are you there? Okay, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. If you are there, please talk to us. All right. Let me pick someone else's call. Mr. Chris, thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Chris. Please talk to us, sir. Good evening, sir.
My name is Chris. I'm calling from Dublin. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, but speak louder. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Is it better now?
Yes, better. Yeah, go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, good evening once again. Well, yeah, I just only want to talk about the merger. I think it is quite heartbreaking for this to even make it to the news, because it's just like a case of when you are pushed to the wall, instead of you to push back, you want to dig the wall and enter. Now, the reason people supported Peter Obi is because he kind of removed himself from these corrupt people. Because just like you rightly said, before, when he was in PDP, we were not for Peter Obi, we were for other people.
Exactly.
We brought I called in that day, even before we chose Peter Obi, it took you a lot of job before you could convince all of us to go with him, because we were still seeing him as a PDP man. Now, we brought Peter Obi, we supported him because some of us feel that he has to change the status quo, not joining the status quo. If he joins these guys, he's not going to do anything at all. It's just like some people have been saying, I don't even want to mention any name, that he is part of the establishment. So if he goes back to these people, that's only what he has just demonstrated. Now, Peter Obi should understand that. I hope his handlers are listening. He should understand that the people, the reason he had this organic followership is because people saw him as a major departure from the status quo. So if he thinks that going back to the status quo to gain power again is going to be the solution, I think he's missing it. The best he could do is even better if he can merge with other smaller parties. For example, if we have somebody like Omoyele Sowore, despite the fact that he has been throwing tantrums at the Labour Party, but we need somebody, more radical people like that. He can pick 2 or 3 little parties and we merge with those people. I prefer that we remain in opposition and we keep holding these people accountable instead of joining these people, because look at everything, all the criticism, how they have been looting and looting. If we not join with these people, how are you going to be talking about looting when Atiku is there? And remember, it's not just Atiku and his team, Kwankwaso and his team, all the looters. So how are you going to criticize? How is Peter Obi even going to campaign? How is he going to talk about corruption when he's in the same party with Atiku? The reason that he's able to speak the way he has been speaking, and the reason that all of us, we can argue and go to bed, is because we are following somebody that is very clean, somebody that has clearly removed himself from the establishment. So joining this merger, I don't think it's going to be anything good for him. It's just going to spoil his name. It's even better that he doesn't attend that position of being a president than joining these people to get power. It's going to bring down his reputation. It's better he remains in opposition for as long as we can before we can get power, instead of going to rub ourselves in this dirty oil. It's just going to be the end of, for me personally, I think it's going to be the end of the road for support for him, unless he stays back and we merge with other political parties. Even if they decide to give him the presidential ticket, and that's which is very highly unlikable, but the issues will still be there. Why has he joined these people that he has been criticizing, people that he has been calling criminals? So why has he decided to join them? We are talking about PDP, for God's sake. people that we've been saying they destroyed the country for 8 years. So are you going to campaign against the APC? Now, what we should focus on, we should focus our energy on trying to make sure that we fight against those things that made us to lose that election. We should use the members of Labour Party to try and see if they can be talking about the constitution, about the judgment, everything that made us to lose the election. Peter Obi should understand something, that he won that election. He won the election, but it was rigged out. So the solution should be focused on those things, the factors that led to the election to be easily rigged. So that is what you should focus on. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I'm grateful.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Chris. God bless you, sir. Thank you. All right, we have Madam Origin with us. Madam Origin, thank you very much. Happy Sunday to you, man. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Yes. Hello, Mr. Najawaja. I apologize. It's been, I have been so, being absent is not intentional, a whole lot of things. But anyway, let me go straight to the point. I greet everyone. Thank God for, there are so many of us that are, ready to keep pushing this. So as people are lagging behind, others are coming up. That is a good thing about this movement. Let me go straight to the point. All protocols observed. You see, all well-meaning Nigerians, all Nigerians of goodwill, all Nigerians that have been driven on exile because of bad governance, all Nigerians that have been crying and weeping for a change are the ones that supported Peter Obi. And they are, I keep saying it, if you like, you can call them obedient, but I know everyone, except a very few that come here to bring bad belly in here, a lot of everyone in Niger Watch family, I can say they fall into that category. You can call them obedient, maybe because obedient came out, but these people existed before obedient movement. And these are the people that are clamoring for a change. And they have been they were waiting for a leader. And Mr. Peter Obi emerged and they rallied around him. So why am I going this route? If he, because we know it is not political party that is going to bring the change that we are clamoring for. It is a person and a people that have refused to be corrupted. And there are so many of them in Nigeria. There are so many of them outside Nigeria that are Nigerians. Nigeria is a great nation because of these people, not because of the criminals that have painted the people and given us a bad name. So this is my advice to Mr. Peter Obi. You see, if Labour Party, I know why I'm saying this, if Labour Party is corrupted, please recuse yourself, go and create your own political party. Keep it in Bona. I don't believe in 2027. In fact, 2027 should not happen, should never happen. I declare will never happen if nothing happens, if there is no change. If there is no change from this quagmire, from this evil that's have inundated the people of Niger, if there is no change, 27, everybody should make sure 27 did not happen. And I tell my people that I come here for every day, I want you to ban the word. If you sometimes it slips out of our mouth, there is nothing I can do. Now tell yourself, I must do something to get us out of this quagmire. Mr. Peter Obi, this is me. Don't put yourself into this. What I call them is kissing the ring. Once you kiss the ring, that person is gone. There is this circle of evil that are doing everything to put this nation into where they have boxed it in No, it won't be forever. Evil never lasted forever. That's why I believe that we are coming out of this. So I agree to Mr. Niger Ward. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, everyone. I rest it here.
God bless you, Madam Origin. God bless you, man. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I can see more people were trying to call in. Let me return 2 calls quickly, so we can move on from there. Quickly, returning calls is something some people don't pick on time. Okay, thank you, sir, for picking. Please quickly talk to us. You called earlier on. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us.
Thank you for giving me an opportunity. Mr. Njawat, let me tell you, my voter card is meant for only one man, and that one man is Peter Obi. Okay. I am from North. Oh, they have ruled us from North many years. They have not done anything for us. If you marry to Atiku, less is a president of the Nigeria. If they don't give him that position, if he mad, I will never vote in Nigeria again. I will share my card because that card is meant for only one man, which is Peter Obi. I am from North. I have suffered a lot. They don't do nothing for us in the North. Nothing that I get from the North. So that's my stand. Good night.
God bless you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let me quickly return another call quickly. I've returned your call, sir, twice. Let me see if you're going to pick this time so that we can quickly take it here. Guys, help us to press on the like button. It's very, very important to us. Press on that like button. Help us to share as well. I want to thank you so much for the super chat. HDMA, may God bless you. Thank you very much. You said Peter Obi or nothing. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Sir, okay, whenever I call you back, sir, you don't pick, So I think, somebody has called in Keshuku Amako. So in Keshuku, if you are watching us, I'm calling you back in London. This is the last call that I'm going to return right now. Is the last call I'm returning. Thank you very much, sir, for picking. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, thank you, sir. You called Niger Watch Media, right?
Yes, I want to make a contribution. So I had the argument they are doing. That's why I want to talk.
Talk to us, sir. God bless you. Go ahead.
Yeah. My brother, Lenny, you are doing a wonderful job.
Thank you, sir.
I heard what the argument, the debate you people were making about P2B emerging with. P2B is not going to emerge with anybody. Write it down today, 14th of January 2024. P2B is a principled man. He has not spoken. If you saw my write-up there, he's not going to emerge. These are just speculation that people want to. Their intention is just to blackmail P2B. They knew his quality. That is why they are using every avenue. I saw that write-up in Northern Nigeria. They say P2B has agreed. They brought up the old.
Sir, this one, sir, this is 100% fact. It's Pat Utomi that said it. He's one of Peter Obi's camp, not on only article. I'm playing the video here tomorrow. Pat Utomi, that's the man that said it. A Labour Party shifting.
I saw that day when Patty told me. He said he's going to bring them together. That he was going to speak to.
Yeah, he went back to channels. He went back to channels yesterday to say more. So that's why it's channels television. It's channels that brought this article that you're seeing on the screen right now. So channels television that brought it. So,
it can't work. Go and write it down. It can't work. P2B can never be a vice. He's going to lose a lot of followers. Me for one, because I know what I've been doing. Although I'm in background, I live in UK. I've been following your this thing. I enjoy following it. So go and write it down. P2B is not going to be emerge with anybody. Either he will resign from politics. This is me talking. This is Ikechu.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Remember.
Okay, that is the last call we are taking tonight. I appreciate every one of you. My wonderful only two panelists with me here. I would like them to please say something so we end the show. I'll go back to Mother Luke again. Mother Luke, thank you very much. Give us your final this time. Only 2 minutes.
Thank you, Sir Elvis. Thank you again, panelists and viewers and commentators, moderators. I've heard everything everybody says. I had read the comments. I know a few individuals were saying I was a little bit emotional. Another one says I was immature. Hey, everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Exactly.
And I don't take anything in bad faith. I've listened to what everybody says. I will still stand by my own submission. Peter B is a very wise man, and any decision he makes, we are the ones not in that ogbono soup and gogo soup inside of Nigeria. So any decision he makes, I will know that he has looked left, he has looked right, and he has studied it carefully, and I will follow him. In whatever capacity he's going to serve, I will believe, because from whatever he does, something good will come out from his own angle. So I don't care what capacity he serves, whether it's as a secretary or Senate president, as long as he's there, I'm happy. I will have joy. I will sleep well at night. Taking out of the picture, who do you have? Nobody. People are shouting obedient, 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 support, support. 2023 is not 2025. 2023 is not 2027. All that hype, illusion are all gone, because we now know that it takes more to get you to the Aso Rock. Or your PVC, your beavers, all those things cannot get you to Aso Rock. Obi has now understood what kind of politicians we're dealing with. And anywhere he goes, I am of the submission that, and of the conviction that he has looked at the best option, and I will go with him wherever he chooses to go. Now, coming to Atiku. Atiku. This is the same Atiku that Obasanjo has rubbished all these years. Atiku Natif. Yes, you have a drug baron in power. You have a drug baron in power with a fake certificate, and you are still pointing at Atiku. Me, I don't say Atiku is a saint. For me, Atiku respected Obi, and they had a very good relationship. I believe they can work together. In what capacity, I don't know, and I don't really care. Obi is the person I'm looking at. Yes, you say who you surround yourself with is who you're going to. Yeah, but that's Nigeria for you. We cannot do it. We are here in the diaspora talking every day. Who is going to... Labour Party as it stands now, can Labour Party win the presidential election? Yes. But can they get to Aso Rock? No. That's where the problem is. Obi can win 1,000 elections. He submitted look at the boxes and tons of suitcases he submitted to, a bloody waste of his time. And we're here talking about merger and no merger. When the time comes, you go merge by force. Tinubu sacrificed 20 years to get to where he is now. 20 years. With all the baggage he had, he played a smooth game. Got that half-dead creature from Daura. Sacrificed 8 years, waited patiently to eat the fattest bone. Obi is learning the ropes, and wherever he goes, he takes me, I will go, because I know what he's doing. Whatever it takes for him to get there, I don't care. Whether it's president, vice president, messenger, let him get there. Let Anigbo man get there in that spot. So whatever it is to him to get there, I'm for it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mother Luke. To be honest, I like you for one thing. You stand on what you believe on, and I like that. You know, that everybody must respect everybody's opinion. It's very, very important on this platform. I have my opinion. That make me they talk my own opinion. Just now say, make una leave me, make I talk my own. Talk your own. Everybody talk your own. So thank you very much, madam. I appreciate you. Mr. Olumide, God bless you, my brother. Please give us your final 2 minutes this time.
Okay, so I just want to say I'm more particular about the people's security. That is what is most concerning at this moment, where people's lives are not safe, especially up north and in the middle belt. So they are budgeting monies every year to the security agencies, and yet we're not seeing any results. People are dying needlessly every day. So I mean, that just shows the trajectory the country is fast moving into, and yet they're looking for investments every now and then when security and the lives of their own very people cannot even be guaranteed. And as for Peter Obi, I mean, if he goes ahead with this merger, I mean, he might think that he's doing himself a favor. I just want to say he's sinking himself into a very deep hole, because he will go against the very principle that he stood for in the first place. Is it power by all means necessary, or is it building that foundation that the people can rely on to say, yes, we are free? If that was all Mandela thought about when he was in prison for 25 years, I'm sure he would have been out. He wouldn't have stayed that long. But it was all about his people, and today they are the better for it. So I think what he should have focused on is how you can have a free and fair election. That will lay the foundation for the country to go in a good and honest trajectory, free and transparent electioneering process all across the nation, so that people can begin to see the change they want. So
okay.
I don't think this is going to do anybody any good, except people who just want power for the sake of power, for the sake of their own personal gain. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Olumide. God bless you, sir. Thank you. All right. For the poll, I put on the poll there, and this is how many people that voted. 249 at the time I carried it out of there. In fact, let me end the poll right now. Let me just end the poll so that I know that, yes, we are done with the poll. End it. Okay, I've ended the poll. 251 people voted, All right. Percentage 68% said no, I don't want Peter Obi to merge. Why 32% said yes, I want Peter Obi to merge. So that is what we have here. We're still going to put it on tomorrow evening by God's grace. We are coming back here to holistically elaborate on this discussion, because if we are talking about our future right here, so we're going to talk about it again tomorrow, and I believe maybe Ojo might also talk about it. So we'll have a lot to talk about tomorrow by 6 p.m. So my people, yes, should Peter Obi merge with Atiku, PDP, NNPP, Kwankwaso against APC Tinubu in 2027? My question is, will there be 2027 at all when it comes to this election? Because as far as I'm concerned, the same election that you guys are warming up for in 2027 is still going to be Mahmoud Yakubu that will be the INEC chairman. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like, or maybe Okoye. What is the first of Okoye? Who knows? Hi, Nigeria. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate every one of you for your time with us today. Now we'll draw the curtain. It's been a long day for us. At least we managed to clinch. See, these people, they are trying to they're trying to affect me right now. Okay, all right. We managed to clinch 3 hours here, but nevertheless, I'd like you guys to please help us to press on the like button, share this broadcast as well. We need to end the show right now.